Hey gamers, it's grindthisgame here, back with some more Rust. I think this is day 3 of the wipe, and I've just logged on. It seems my neighbor has expanded. It's a solo. His name's Rocket. Looks like he built another base here. We're gonna just check it out, see what we got here. Oh, I thought I heard something. He might be in there. Not sure. We'll just walk around noisily and see if he comes out. Oh, he's got a boat there. Some planters. Let's head back into the cave here, and I got a lot of stuff I'm gonna put in this episode. I plan to all that fertilizer that my horse has been making. I plan to take that to the bandit camp and sell it all, or sell most of it, to get enough scrap for a T3 workbench and enough for a mini copter, so I can fly around the map. Probably do like a little survey, fly around the whole map and just see what all the bases are out there. What else am I gonna do? I'll probably raid my neighbor here pretty soon. Make some explosives. I can only make satchel charges so far, but once we get that T3 workbench, we can do rockets and C4. I have the blueprints from last wipe, so let's turn some mood lighting on here. There is a little base across the way, just off the island, that I want to raid as well. See what's in there. We're just making bean cans here for satchel charges. Gunpowder. You actually don't use as much charcoal if you do gunpowder on the mixing table. I get into all sorts of other antics in this episode, as you'll see. I gotta enclose my bedroom. I got the bed there for fast spawning, but the cave base has served me well so far. Okay, here we are. We're outside at nighttime in a thunderstorm. It's always nice to raid during a thunderstorm, because I don't think the booms are confused with thunder, but you never know. Helps confuse people maybe a little bit. I brought a bunch with me, so I'm gonna hide some in a stash there. And hopefully I can throw this in the dark without any issues. Oh, that was a bit low. Satchel charges are very unpredictable. Sometimes they're duds, sometimes they take forever. That actually went pretty cleanly. Okay, there's a second door in there. We are gonna... Oh, there he is. Sleeping in the airlock. It's a big airlock. Okay, this is gonna be... Oh, throwing through the door. Hopefully I can do this. Oh crap. That that went in the wrong place. Sounded like one was a dud. I'll need another one because I messed up there. Oh, I think we just killed Rocket. The satchel charge there. This guy builds really weird bases. Crap, I went in too soon. And there's one left there. And I think I have to do one more. Let me know in the comments if you guys like raiding or monument runs or PvP or farming. I like to do a bit of everything, but since I always or almost always play solo, I don't really do some of the big things like oil rig. I find oil rig a little bit... Have I ever done it solo? I don't think I've ever done it solo. I've done it in a duo. When the helicopter comes on the oil rig, bringing all the heavy scientists, that's what usually overwhelms me. Okay, here goes... Ooh, nice lightning straight there. Here goes the last one. Was it a dud or is it still going? Oh gosh. Short fuse. Okay, let's see what he has inside here. Okay, there's no TC and there's no door. This is very bizarre. There's 3 furnaces there. Not much in them, so that was a complete waste of explosives, but... What the heck? There's no door in the back. There is... That's so weird. There's like a... There's this twig here. Maybe there's some kind of weird bunker in here that I don't know about. It's really weird. There's no way in there. And there's no way out, so what the heck did he build here? If you guys know, let me know in a comment. It's probably some kind of bunker where he's got a bag in there. He spawns into there and then destroys some twig and somehow opens it up. That's my guess. I've seen a lot of bunker bases. I've actually never used them. I think they're kind of cheesy, kind of cheaty. Okay, we're just gonna destroy his furnaces. Get the rest of our boom and maybe break into that little other hut he's got here. This was a boat base before. Maybe this is where he stores his loot. I don't know. No one has come to counter this. There's about 70 people online. Not a huge amount. Okay, that one is dud. Sometimes these go off, like, after you pick it up, they go off really quick. And I'm gonna edit out some of the boom here, just to speed things up. Okay, that door just leads to the boat area. Got a little bit of food. And that's kind of garbage. We'll, eco-raid this tool cupboard here. I'm too lazy to go repair stuff, so I'll just use bullets for the end. Okay, what do we got here? Not very much. Now, I'm building block because there's a TC that's probably in the other building, which makes it so I can't put my own TC down. Kind of sucks. I'm gonna put a TC just outside his building here, so he can't rebuild in there. Actually, he'll probably be able to rebuild. I want to make it so he can't expand. Be a thorn in his side with his wipe, because I want to own the island. It's probably impossible. Some bigger group's probably gonna come set up shop, but the wipe is not that long. I think it's every 30 days, and 24 days should do it. It's only a little bit of stone, then I don't have to reopen it. We will seal it forever. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm gonna build a place for a mini copter, so we can park it safely once we go and buy it at the bandit camp. I don't really have a use for the minicopter except for just kind of exploring the map. You can actually use it for the oil rig, but I don't think I'll do that. Okay, we need a door on this thing. Garage door would work much better. I'll eventually put that on there, but for now we'll just put a sheet metal door on there. Should be good. I don't know if you guys watch a lot of Rust content, but I've been watching a lot of Willjum. He's like a really chill YouTuber. I really like his style. He usually plays kind of fresh wipes early on. I haven't seen him go too late into a wipe, but that's just because he's a student and he doesn't have a super amount of time to play the game. But yeah, check out his channel. He's got some good content. I might try. He's got his own Rust server that's solo only. I checked it out. It's pretty cool. I might try it during wipe. It's a weekly wipe instead of monthly. And the blueprints wipe once a month, but the server wipes once a week. Okay, we're taking the boat here at night to the fishing village, which is a safe place to park the boat. Someone will steal this boat for sure, and I'm going to leave it behind. It was an extra boat that I stole from that rocket guy. So we're going to run during night because I got all my fertilizer on me, which is valuable stuff. I think every 2 fertilizer you can sell for 3 scrap. It takes a while to do, but that's how we're going to get over 1,000 scrap here. So I successfully made it. There's a mini copter right there, but someone's sitting in it. Successfully made it to Bandit Camp without dying. There was a few big bases along the way. See, here we go. 2 fertilizer. We'll sell as much as we can, but you can only sell about 11 every minute. It kind of restocks itself. This one actually happened to have quite a bit because no one had sold anything recently. But now that it's out of stock, I've got to wait 1 minute. And I'll just keep doing this. And luckily there's no one else here yet to compete with me. Oh, some action going on up there. So you can sell cloth here as well. Oh, who's this? Para insulin. I think I read that right. Oh, got the Chinook helicopter coming through. That thing drops off crates at monuments.
Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing?
Some people in this game are really friendly. And some are not.
You better fuck off and don't take my scrap. I'm selling the fertilizer.
This guy's not so friendly. But I have pretty quick hands, so I managed to sell...
How's it going? Winter mute.
Oh, Al Capone. This guy's somewhat friendly. Everyone's here to sell their fertilizer and stuff, I think. I spend about...
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Spent about 30 minutes here, but I only left a few minutes on camera. Just the funny stuff that happens here. See, I think this guy only is selling one at a time. Something weird going on here with the server, I think. But if you type really quickly, like type 11 or a higher number, it lets you sell a big chunk at a time.
Jump on my head. Jump on my head, do it. Jump on my head, yeah. Yeah, jump, yeah. Yeah.
Guy's too happy. Oh, I got all sorts here. So we're waiting the next minute here. Uh-oh.
My scrap.
I don't use voice chat. My mic doesn't work in Rust for some reason.
I didn't do it. Why are you looking at my name?
Oh, he's gonna throw a rock at me.
Kiss you right now.
Oh, he's just triggered.
Are you fucking stupid?
He just triggered the, if you...
Block me so it doesn't shoot.
If you go into combat at bandit
I
camp,
got you. I got you, bro.
the NPCs will try to kill you. So we got these two guys to block. I guess you can't get shot if you're not... if you haven't done anything bad. Yeah, that guy just got hit in the head, but I don't think he took damage. A little bit later. The horses look really good in this game. Oh. This guy's trying to push me out of the way. Being super annoying. Making it so I can't sell, so he can sell. But I persist. I just keep selling away.
Well, damn, everybody trying to sell fertilizer. I ain't gonna be able to sell mine for a while, so if you wanna meet up, catch me in tunnels.
There we go. I bought 10 there. I don't think he was able to sell any, but I'm not 100% sure. It may give more because there's two people here, but I don't think so. Now they're pushing me out of the way with their horses. Pinning me against the wall here. Super annoying. I can't do anything, really. I'm just kind of stuck here. The shenanigans of bandit camp. Okay, we've got 1,400 scrap. I think it's time to go. We are going to go buy a minicopter for 750 scrap. Oh, the other reason I'm buying a minicopter is so I can safely get back to base. Otherwise, I'd have to run back with all the scrap and I'd probably die. I could wait for nightfall and kind of run in the nighttime, but... kind of wanted a minicopter, so... we're going to fly back so you guys can see what it's like to fly in this game if you haven't seen it. It takes a little bit getting used to flying. There's servers that you can practice flying on, so I highly recommend that. And some of the bigger bases have surface-to-air missiles which will blow you up. So you gotta kind of be careful of them. Because the big bases render in a lot slower, sometimes it's hard to tell until it's too late. So, like that ice lake there probably has a big base. Yep, there it goes, it's rendering it. But I don't see any SAM sites on it. I'm a pretty bad pilot. I know enough to barely survive. What's a big base on the right there? There's our island. Grindland. With its own cave. We do have a neighbor. We'll try to get rid of him, but... he's pretty persistent, and he keeps expanding, so he's probably going to be there for a while. He'll probably end up raiding me. There's our little furnace base. Let's see if we can land here. The sun's going down. Never fly at night. It's like impossible to see. Unless you got a buddy with a light. Okay, I took a really bad turn there. If you hold control, once you're down on the ground, you can kind of move the thing around like a car. So I managed to land without dying, but pushing this thing into the garage took me a while. But switched up to a garage door, made it easier, hopefully. I decapitate myself here. Oops. That piece of meat on the ground is me. I had to chop up my corpse to push this thing in. So, eventually get it in there. The wheel's sticking out, so people are going to know what's in there. So I'm going to try to shield that with a little bit of twig here. Can't build there for some reason. Let's put a few twig walls here. That's probably not going to fool anyone, but... I usually have chat off because it's really toxic and there's lots of swearing and stuff, but
Hello.
who's this guy? Non-fungible token. I like how he's backing up. We'll let him pass. Some guys on a rib boat out there. I think they're doing dives. One guy's waiting there. We are back on the mainland here. Do a little bit of farming. Mostly need sulfur and some high quality metal. The upkeep on the cave base is actually really low. The upkeep on the farm base is about 5,000 stone, so it's a little bit higher, but it only takes a few minutes to get 5,000 stone. What do we got here? A decaying base. Sometimes you can find some giant decaying bases with lots of fat loot in them. Later into wipe, you can find some good stuff. Sometimes you'll find tier 3 workbenches in decaying bases that you can pick up, which saves you a ton of scrap. Keep the furnace stocked here. Got all sorts of stuff in there. Who's this guy? Flew in the air when I shot him. What does he got? Looks like he just spawned in. I complain about getting killed as a naked, but sometimes I kill nakeds. If I've seen them farming, I'll kill them.
Friendly? Oh, friendly? Please, please, please. Why are you like this?
These guys are farming for their base. This went up, so... What does he got? Anything? Nothing! I'm not good at Counter-Strike. This is his name. He was farming barrels in an undershirt in his underwear. Who's in here? Anyone?
Yo, what's up, my man? What's up?
Oh,
What you doing, bro? What you doing, my brother? My brother from another mother?
he sounds like he's about 12 years old. Okay, we are gonna go on a little boat ride here to the lighthouse so we can recycle a bunch of stuff that I've been accumulating. Recycle, yeah, all the excess stuff that I don't need. Because we need the scrap. To get that T3 workbench, we're really close. And that'll open up C4, rockets, all sorts of goodies. The assault rifle, also known as the AK. I don't use the AK much because I suck at it. It's expensive, but it's pretty amazing. If I'm doing really well and I have lots of high quality metal, I'll make a few, but it takes a while to get used to the spray pattern of the AK. It does kind of like a reverse S, and you have to move your mouse opposite to the way it's spraying. Otherwise, it's hard to keep hitting people. Unless you use like burst fire or single shot, then it's a lot easier. Wolf! Bad doggy, bad doggy. We are building the sun deck here. Got a little bit of role playing going on. We got a little table here for the drinks. No drinks in Rust except for water, I guess. Got the beach towel down. Which is also going to serve as an outside spawn point. Our hemp is in there growing. We'll get the barbecue down here. Kind of wanted this to all be wood deck, but didn't quite work out. I'll put an outside planter as well. And I think I need... we'll put a rug down. I think I need a deck chair. Here we go. Nice pink deck chair. Unfortunately, the water pump is right below the deck, so it's kind of noisy. But a good place to get some sun. Take a little screenshot of that. Maybe make that the thumbnail. We'll see. Okay, my farm base got partially raided overnight, so that's why I'm reconnecting things here. They broke into this room and the room beside. They didn't get the tool cupboard room, so they didn't get the base. I have a feeling it was the rocket guy. Some wood here. A couple of minutes of wood with a wood tea, and you get a lot of wood. Wood is not a problem. Especially because we're on the island. Now what I'm doing here, because I had so much extra wood, I was going to seal this guy's base in with wood walls. I get halfway through the project and I kind of get distracted and forget about it. And then later on he seals it in and puts a gate on it, which was kind of... So I did all this work for him. It was kind of funny. And he told me in chat later that... thanks for walling my base in. I should have just stuck to my task and sealed him in there. Now, someone put all this stuff in the barbecue. I think that whoever raided me put all those berries in there. I lost all my berries. They got into the room that had all my berries. So that kind of sucked, but I had clones, all the good clones of the berries in my cave base, so I was able to kind of restart things. And I think I have like 2,000 or 3,000 fertilizer now. I'm gonna do another little raid here. This is the base that popped up overnight as well. This is just on the shore. You can see the island in the background there. 2 satchel charges for this wooden door. Now there's quite a few bases around here, so this is almost certainly going to attract people, but who knows? You never know. There's a giant base up on the hill there that's kind of camouflaged. Another little one up on the rock there. Okay, what do we got inside here? Another wooden door. Okay, so 2 more satchel. Oh crap. It went off almost immediately. And I died. Luckily I have a bag right here. This could have gone really bad here. No one has been attracted to the booming sounds yet. I'm super lucky. There's my dead. There's my corpse. My face is missing there. Try to get healed up here. Okay, we're partially in. Oh, there's one more. What we got here? Oh, a few little trinkets. Those tech trash are good. Little circuit boards. And we should try to get into that last room because that's probably where the TC is. Without blowing ourselves up, hopefully. Okay, we're in. PTDR. He's got a French name. Let's quickly seal this up. Put a lock on there. Okay, we've got this base now to get rid of the bags and get rid of the guy in there. What else do we get here? CCTV cameras, not bad. What do we got in the TC? Oh, not 50 high qual, that's pretty good. Plus another 16 unsmelted, that's pretty good. We'll put a lock on there. Brought a TC for nothing. Okay. And I think there's a box of stone here as well. Take care of those bags. I might use this as a little shore spawning point. And a backup base. Notice I put a door there. I don't have a lock, so I make one. But I forget to put the lock on. I don't know why. I guess I was busy doing other stuff. I do manage to move all of the loot out of here, pretty much. First I put everything in a box and go outside naked. Just to see if there's anyone out there, because raids attract people. And usually they wait until you come out with all the loot, and then they kill you. So that door I just closed behind me has no lock. Try to remember that for later, because it ends up being my downfall. Okay, we're back. We're gonna grab all the loot, swim home, stash it away. It's pretty decent raid. And we have enough for the tier 3 now. Yay! I'm putting this up on the second floor. I've got everything unlocked pretty much except for the fancy car pieces. Got rockets. We're gonna make some... probably some rockets in C4. I'm gonna seal in my bedroom here. And I'm gonna make a bunch of rooms with doors here to try to confuse raiders. And I'm gonna hide a fireplace in behind here. In behind the T3 workbench. And I'm gonna hide my high valuable stuff in that, and then I'm gonna put a box in front. Ultimately, I'll put the gunpowder in there as well. The box is sticking out a bit. It is possible to push it back more, and I do later, but seal up the bedroom there. Looking pretty cozy. And I got a few more doors on there, just to make it confusing. Like they'll have to blow through every single door to figure out where everything is. Okay, we're back in that little shack that I raided. There was some ore left behind, so I'm just gonna smelt that. There's not much in here right now. It's worthwhile. Except for the ore. And I'm taking a little walk around here. I find someone's base here with an RV. This guy actually, the guy who lives here, his name is Emery, who I end up talking to later. And I have a little encounter with this guy, which is kind of pretty funny. It's coming up pretty soon here. They forgot to empty their oil furnace there, so I got quite a bit of free low grade. Just creeping around here, seeing who might be in this base. Potential raid targets. There's a horse in there, that means it's active, because the horses, unless you leave them a bunch of food, they'll eventually die, so it means there's probably someone active in that base. There's that base I just raided. A little sip of water. There's my door without a lock. It's still without a lock. I'm such an idiot. If our main bases get raided, we'll have this as a backup. I brought that TC because I thought I'd have to destroy the TC, but it didn't have a lock on it. I was just kind of chilling out in here. And I heard a horse ride by. There's actually quite a bit of stone in here. I didn't move the stone over yet. I was going to use it as a little farm base, because there's barrels along the road there, and then move the stuff at night. There's the horse. So someone just rode by the base. I'm gonna go out and investigate. I left the front door open because I thought my second door was fine. Hit him a couple times. Now I don't know why this guy didn't fight back, because you'll see in a second he has tons of guns on him. He's not very happy.
Fucking bush monkey.
He's not very happy. He had like... He had a Tommy. 2 Tommies. All this stuff. Later on we become friends, but he's very angry early on here. Understandably so. I don't know why he didn't fight back. Maybe he was confused where it was coming from, or I don't know. Maybe he was just low on health. There he is outside. Now he's actually in a duo, so his friend was there. You can hear him stealing the horse. I think he's baiting me. I shouldn't have gone outside, and I should have definitely had a lock on my second door here. So you can probably guess what's going to happen. It was a fun little exchange. Gonna pop the door open here, see if they're right there. Can't see them. So I close that inner door, and I leave the front door open, thinking that the second door would keep it sealed. But there's 2 of them here, and they get me pretty bad. Feister. Actually, maybe they're in a trio, because there's a third guy. Now I leave this door open like an idiot, because I think my other door is fine. I don't know why I make a lock there. Maybe to seal the door? I don't know what... Oh, he's right there in the airlock. So he just comes right on in. But he is locked in the base now. But he takes out my bag, and kind of a disaster. There wasn't much in there except for some stone and the stuff that I stole off him. So it wasn't too bad. I do lose the base though. He's got his buddy here camped outside, and inside they're trying to take the base down. They need to destroy the TC, and then they'll have to pick themselves out because they're locked in. And he's waiting with a shotgun. But I managed to shut the door every time. So it's going to be a pain in the ass for them to pick their way out. And mostly what they end up getting is just some stone and the stuff that I got from them. I try to get that second door closed a few more times, but then I gave up. But I talked to his buddy a little bit here. Gonna try to respawn and run and get that door closed. Probably not gonna work out. This is risky because it might let him out. I tried to crawl to the door, but no such luck.
I like to camp my doorway. That way when people walk by, I just walk out and I kill them after they've been working for 2 hours. Oh, I hope nobody goes deep on my base and ruins 8 hours of progress.
He thinks this is 8 hours of progress, but it's not my base. Anyway, I let them know in chat. They keep shooting me at range here. I have a little chat with his buddy here.
Yeah, I'll pick you up. My friends are kind of toxic, my bad.
Friends, yeah. So they're in a trio at least. And the base that had the oil refinery that I stole from, that was their base. I'm being a little toxic myself here. My mistake though. Forgetting to put the lock on. Like a dummy. We're back on the island here. And this is my neighbor. He put his gate on. Where I had the wall. He didn't fully seal it up yet, but he put a lock and a gate on there. I never see this guy. He must play like when I'm sleeping and the reverse. Because yeah, I've never seen him in the game yet, except when I killed him in his base. I think he probably runs like oil rig or something, because he's got his little boat base. We've come back with some C4 here though. This is, I think, the next day actually. That's the furnace base. I kind of knew it was, but I thought I'd open it up and see what's inside. C4 is kind of a waste on sheet metal doors, but I wanted it quick. I think it does 440 damage, and sheet metal doors are 250 hit points, so overkill. Let's see what we got. This is going to be a bust, I'm sure. What do we got here? Some metal ore, exactly what I don't need. Just hoping for sulfur. What do we got in this box here? Nothing. And I don't bother with the TC because there's a door here, and there might be multiple doors behind that door because there's 3 triangles there. The TC's probably in the last one. Not worth taking over. And there's this little building here. Let's see what's in here. This will almost certainly attract people, but it takes them a while to get onto the island, so it's pretty safe. What do we got? Oh crap, it's one of these things. So behind those drop boxes is a little sealed room with a bag that he can spawn into. It's basically a way to secure your loot. I'm going to put another TC down here just to prevent expansion and make it easier for me to raid in the future. So yeah, his loot's probably behind those drop boxes. And if I had more C4, I would have cracked that open, but I didn't have any more. So I ended up partially raiding 2 buildings and not taking them over, which is kind of stupid. Now here I am near launch site, just building a little shack. Because I want to be able to run launch site for loot. Because it has tons of containers and stuff. It's actually by dome as well, so decent place to get stuff. My main base is so far away from everything that it's kind of hard to run monuments and stuff. So my put this little shack here. I ended up building shacks all over the place. Makes it easy to get around. You just respawn and then have a few supplies there. This is just up the hill from that little base I made, and I didn't even notice this when I was over here. But there's a giant base there. Usually there's a bunch of oil containers here, and there's an oil refinery, so I thought I'd come here to try to get some low grade so I could make a furnace. But it looks like they're all gone. Kill myself here and respawn. Back at main base here. Actually, I end up spawning right outside his compound here just to see what happened, if anything. Yeah, he's resealed. This is probably like a couple hours later. He's got multiple TCs, so I can't really take over the area easily. He's added some wall segments there. Oh, who's this? That might actually be him. That might be a rocket riding by there. Oh, there's a gun battle going on. What's going on my island? It's been peaceful and quiet for the last 3 days. Oh, someone's building a base here. Okay. Someone is building a base on the island. And they're in there. Hello? He's probably gonna shoot me. Kind of a delayed reaction there. Okay, who is it? Killed by Camo. I go back to the little shack that I put up by the dome. And the oil barrels have respawned here. So we're gonna get a little bit of oil here. Cook it up. And try to get a furnace going in our little shack. We're trying to get back, but I hear a guy behind me here. He's probably gonna shoot me. Oh, there's two of them, yeah. Okay, there goes all that oil. This is rust. I've been spoiled by the tranquility of Grindland. They left some of my tools though, at least. But they took all the oil and low grade. And I go back a bit later. Try again. I managed to get 50 low grade this time. Checking to see if anyone's out there. Probably die again, but we'll see. It's a miracle. No one shot me yet. Oh. Someone's roof camping me, I think. We'll do the bob and weave here. They're pretty far away, so I think I'll make it. As long as I can get over this hill. Okay. The little shack is just down the hill here, so we're probably okay. Yep, made it. Okay. Now we can start smelting. Get our furnace going, get some metal ore smelting, and then we can put some metal doors on this shack so it's a little bit more protected. There are a few little bases right beside this shack as well. Okay, the little base that was on the island has grown quite a bit. This is at least a duo, I think. They got code locks, so they're not solo. And they're
Hello?
And they're in there. Okay, this is who... One of the
Hello.
people who live there. Unknown Mac, I think. Just being friendly. I don't have voice chat, so he's probably one.
Where's your base?
Oh, he's one.
Show me.
He's asking where my base is.
Where is your base?
I don't think I'll tell him where my base is. We'll just respawn here. Okay, we're taking the minicopter finally for a little joyride. We're gonna bring 500 low grade, and we're gonna survey the island. We're gonna see what's out there. And when I mean the island, I mean not this island, but the whole map island. Because Rust is always on a giant island. This is an island among an island. We're gonna go clockwise around the map and just see what we can see. Visibility's a little bit hazy. Oh, there's a base popped in there. Please fasten your seatbelts. Because I don't really know how to fly. Whoa. The E key makes the minicopter go up, and then the mouse tilts it kind of his roll. And if you kind of push the mouse forward, it tilts the nose down, and that's how you actually move forward. And if you pull the mouse back, you'll kind of you can actually do a barrel roll in this thing. If you're high enough and you pull back full enough, you can do a full, not a barrel roll, like a donut. I won't be trying any of those antics. Okay, we're flying over the junkyard here. I hope I brought enough fuel to get around. We're in the northwest corner of the map here. This is the satellite dish area. Oh, there's a big base down there. Pretty big. Big compared to the bases I make. Now that might have a SAM site, so I gotta be careful. Can't get too close to that. It'll blow me out of the sky. That's a pretty nice looking base. Got a little mountain base on the top here. We got 181 fuel left. I think we'll be able to get back okay. We are at over power plant here. There's an ice lake here, so there might be a big base. Hasn't rendered in. Oh crap. Giant compound. Uh-oh, they got SAM sites. No! Down she goes. Okay, note to self. Avoid that base. I'm gonna go back and see if I can find my body. Not that I had anything, but took a boat back. This is a giant compound. They've got all these little outbuildings, these little wood shacks. Look at that thing. Got like a tower there, heli tower probably. They got power. They got what looks like a mini heli garage. I'm freezing my ass off here. It's like minus 20 here. Look at that base. Holy crap. Wonder how many people live in that. They're active because the furnaces are going. So they're in there. Here's one of those little shacks. These are all over the place, and all of them are open. They're little warming shacks. I guess when they go out mining, they have these cute little shacks. We'll try to warm up with our 4 pieces of wood. We've got the spooky sounding furnace. I go a bit more north here. I wasn't able to find my corpse. I think it despawned. This is a decayed base, multi-TC base. I'm in the northeast corner of the map now. I just like to scope out the map, see all the different bases. I think I'm gonna build a shack in this corner. Because there's a mining depot right here. It probably has a recycler and probably has some good, decent loot. That respawns pretty fast. Oh, sounds pretty active here. We will build the Grind This Game special. I like to build a 1x1, put a double door, which I can later upgrade to a garage door. Now there's a little pile of sand there, so the TC is not standing up perfectly. It's kind of tilted, which is going to bother me. And then I usually put a door on, double door, and then I put, the next room I usually put some furnaces and stuff, and then I built the airlock off that. And if we build up enough loot here, I can probably move it by boat because we're right by the ocean. Can move any loot back. And this is also close to launch site as well. It's on the other side of launch site. I always like to plant a bunch of seeds that I find. A lot of people just chuck the seeds, but I like to plant them outside my base to get free food. So these things, yeah, they have a recycler. They have like 4 or 5 boxes usually. Sometimes you get a milk crate. And they recently added, or not recently, but once they added cars, they added little trays full of car parts and scrap as well. So this is like a 30-second run from my little shack, so we can just come back and forth here and get scrap and stuff. Maybe eventually build up to be able to run launch site from here. Milton's is also close to here. Okay, that was the airlock. The airlock and the second room there. Sped up. Okay, this is my neighbor. They got a furnace base. This is where the shots were coming from earlier. This is just across the road. And that was their main base there. We'll have to ladder up in there later and see what's inside. Maybe steal some of their ore. There's a guy, really good YouTuber, Alone in Tokyo. He doesn't do voiceover, but he does Rust playthroughs, and he loves to hop into... Oh, hello, we're gonna kill you if we can. Oh, he headshot me. We're gonna knife him. Shank him while he reloads. And his buddy is just standing there. I don't know why. Why is his buddy just standing there? Maybe he had a crossbow. Maybe he had no ammo, or I don't know what the heck he was doing. He was just... Maybe he disconnected? No, I don't know. He was just standing there looking at me. We'll take that loot though. I almost died. We got a nice horse out of that. Hide him behind here. I kind of built into the rock here so that one side of the base is protected by the rock. What do we get out of that little encounter? I wouldn't call that 2 versus 1 because the other guy was clearly DC'd or stunned. It's a bit later in the day. Little piggy by my base. We'll get his flesh and his fat. So we can get a furnace going here. Do a little bit of hunting around here. This is a really nice place because there's 2 rivers, and pumpkins spawn naturally by the river, and corn spawns here. The river's fresh water as well, so you can drink that. Carve this guy up here. Yeah, you got fresh water, unlimited food and water. And you can... These are great places to build farm bases, because you got fresh water, you don't have to desalinate. I chased that bear for a while, so that's why I only took 1 arrow there. Okay, we got a furnace going in here. Get the bag down. Get some metal doors on there. I don't have a glowing door on the outside because I don't want this base to be seen very easily. Because it's stone and it's up against the rock, it's a little bit hidden. And it can't be seen from that other big base over there very easily. If they run by, they'll see it, but... Pretty much every single room I like to door off. Makes it harder for raiders. We'll put a little half-wall roof on this later as well to prevent raids from the top. Or not prevent them, but slow them down. And if we can afford it, we'll eventually upgrade it to sheet metal. Oh, okay, so that's launch in the bottom, off in the distance there, and there's a giant base between launch and that little shack I just built. That little frost mountain we flew over, I think last episode, or not last episode, but last day. And this base was intact when I flew over, and now it's starting to decay. I think it got raided, or maybe it's just decaying, I'm not sure. You can build floors, even if you don't have TC access, you can build floors. It's kind of weird. I don't know why they did that, but it makes it so you can get up. You can also use ladders to get up, but... Oh, I like the little triangle in the middle here. We got sunken furnace area. Yeah, this base is definitely decaying, so... We'll take some of the junk. This is where if you bring a building hammer. Oh yeah, it's decaying. If you bring a building hammer and you have TC access, you can pick up boxes, workbenches, all sorts of stuff. So I took all the junk back to my base. We'll recycle some of it. I'm back on the other side of the island. I'm back on the island, checking on the crops. So now we have 4 bases: the cave base, the beach base, actually 5. The furnace base. And the other little base by launch, which I'll probably not use now. We'll cook up some teas here to make mining a little bit more efficient. And I wanted to respawn over by the ice base again.
Hey, who the fuck are you?
I wanted to see who owned this base. I asked in chat, but no one responded, so it's Mystery Machine. And for some reason they carved up my corpse. I don't know why. I just asked him in chat, like, what's up? He told me to get a mic. He must be in a big group, I think. Here I am back again. I just wanted to say hello to both of them. Just a little friendly chat. This time, they're pretty nice. I was gonna suicide here on the things, but this guy comes out. Zip. I like his outfit. Sexy. He tries to give me a gun, but I don't live around here, so. I'm gonna wrap it up here, though. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.